From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
I can hear you, comrades. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
from the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
First of all, I bring you revolutionary greetings from Nairobi, Kenya, the Communist Party of Kenya, and from Africa. And I think this historic march that is happening in Athens today to commemorate the student uprising, almost 50 years since the student uprising, is a clear manifestation in the words of Kwame Nkrumah that the students are indeed the spark of the revolution. And we would like to advance the debate that this march we should confirm to the ruling class that communism is here to stay, and it's an objective reality that the mankind have to adjust to. And on the anti-imperialist platform, comrades, we are here to say that the antithesis, the neoliberal globalization that is affecting everybody in the planet, we are here to say that we have to be united under one banner of an anti-imperialist platform to challenge the hegemony of the United States. We have seen that the European ruling class cannot even make decisions of their own. In fact, they are relying on the ruling class in the United States to determine the future of Europe. Today in Athens, we've come here today to show our solidarity with the working class people of the Euro, that in Africa we are in solidarity to defeat the hegemony of imperialism. On what is happening in Palestine, in Gaza.
Do we need to unite piecemeal, like for example, the Central and the Southern and the Eastern Bloc, or do we need continental unity at once? But I think that debate has already been overtaken, and we all agree that any unity that advances a pro-people, a united free Africa from capitalism and imperialism is welcome, whether it is piecemeal or universal. The second debate is that what is possible? Do we have, African socialism or socialist Africa? I think such debates have already been debunked by the intellectuals of the left, like Abdul Raham Mohammed Babu, or in his book, African Socialism or Socialist Africa. And now Communist Party of Kenya is convinced that only under scientific socialism we can see a liberated Africa. And once everything has been declared as science, then it is universal. So we don't have to name it either whether it is African socialism or Western socialism, but we have to look at what we call the immortal science of Marxist-Leninism, which is our principal guide and our light that continue to illuminate our paths towards the total victory of the continent.
In regard to the Chinese Cultural Revolution and, of course, the warming up of the attack on China by the United States of America. In solidarity with the Communist Party of China and the Chinese Cultural Revolution, the Communist Party of Kenya acknowledged their moral and material support to the African liberation movement on this day. We commend China's efforts in promoting development, anti-imperialism, and South-to-South cooperation. We commit to strengthening our ties with the Communist Party of China and collaboration on initiatives that advance the interests of African working class and promote Pan-African unity. We would like to sponsor during this celebration is in solidarity with the Communist Party of Sudan and the Sudanese people. The Communist Party of Kenya affirms its support for the ongoing revolution against the reactionary class in Sudan. We recognize their struggle for social justice, equality, and the liberation of the Sudanese people. We pledge our commitment to collaborate and share experiences in advancing the cause of African working class and the revolutionary movement. So in solidarity with Cuba, the Communist Party of Kenya condemns the illegal blockade imposed by the United States. We acknowledge Cuba's historical role in supporting African liberation wars and the unwavering commitment to the principle of socialism and international solidarity. We call upon the international community to demand an end to the blockade and recognize the importance of the Cubans' contribution to the liberation struggles in Africa. Long live Cuba, long live. So in solidarity with the French Polisario and the Sahrawi people, the Communist Party of Kenya condemns the continued colonization of Western Sahara by Morocco. We support the Sahrawi people's right to self-determination and their struggle for independence. We call upon the international community to actively engage in resolving the Western Sahara conflict and to support the aspiration of the Sahrawi people for freedom and sovereignty. So in solidarity with the Communist Party of Venezuela, the Bolivarian Revolution and the Venezuelan working class, the Communist Party of Kenya expresses its unwavering support. We recognize the achievement of the Bolivarian Revolution in advancing social justice, poverty alleviation, grassroots empowerment. We condemn the imperialist attacks on Venezuela and call for international solidarity to defend their sovereignty and right to determine their own destiny.
So it also needs to be clear that we have two factions, just like we had the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. We have one Communist Party of Kenya led by Mwandawiro Mganga and Wachira Wandeto. They support President Ruto in government and they support him fully, and we reject them in that support. Organizations, even the organic intellectual, to try and come up with a document of unity that can help us to move forward. The reason why we were saying that consultation to come with the document must start from the grassroots, but not from the top. Those who want to unveil documents, the era of philosophers that were isolated thinkers that knew everything is gone, comrades. In fact, a united front. I wanted to say that within the PASA initiative and those that we have been involved in this struggle, we have no sectarianism between the old guard and the new comrades. We must never support that. That is a strategy to divide the Kenyan left. We know that the old people have the experience and the knowledge to advance this revolution. We know that the young people have the energy. So that particular unity must not be reduced to sectarianism of old guard and new people. Today, we do not want to pervert the day of Dedan Kimathi to advance certain things that will not concretely unite the left. Even those who say that the Communist Party of Kenya should be united, we have a solid reply to them that unity of the Communist Party of Kenya must be based on a pro-people movement and only singularity of ideology and not other things. Those who want to support those initiatives, comrades and friends, all the 18 organizations under PASA are willing to debate to advance a pro-people movement. That is all I want to say. Thank you very much, dear comrades, and I wish you happy Kimathi Day.
Management, pest control, and ensuring enhanced productivity and long-term success. The state-of-art groundnut processing machine. Yasian shall establish and manage a modern groundnut processing facility to add value to groundnut harvest, producing groundnut oil, butter, and other value-added products. This will open up new markets and maximize profits for the farmers.
Already worked with the government team to assist to support the necessary technical skills for planting the groundnut. But that is not a stop, because it will remain to me. I have to, now we finance the groundnut. Now I have the ability, I have the responsibility to buy oil and process it. We do oil or cooking oil, or we do the groundnut butter, or we do different flavor of the snacks.
We are going to start off the immediate process of testing the soil. And meanwhile, we are going to continue to think ahead and see how we are going to headquarter this project. What is the biggest land we can get in game? We are going to shell for you the groundnuts. And we will make sure that each and every person can access this money that is available. But those who can finance their own processes, some of their own processes, they can access the money only for those they cannot process.
Brought an aspect of that. Don't look at your fellow youth just as an age group. Because I can assure you that the son of a rich man and the son of a poor man, they have all different struggles in their life. So I can be to you, my fellow youth, I want to support you. If I am the youth, they are not the youth that those youth are. I can tell you. These are some rich youth who have accumulated some wealth, either illegally or legally, that only want to ride on the youth ticket to get to a political position. So we must always consider, when we are divided in terms of age, we must say there is a rich man's child, a privileged child, and there is the rest of the children. The same way with even the women. My sister here has talked about the struggle of the women, but I am sure that either the wife of Raela has different struggle like that, like my mother told me. At least she got access to money. Her struggles are not like my mother. No, they cannot be grouped in the same character as just women. They are women that are part of the oppressing class who want to only join to get more privileges as women of that class.
First of all, I would like to thank the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences for having invited not just myself, but also a diverse representation from the African continent. For here we have the Socialist Party of Zambia, we have the South African Communist Party, and we have the Socialist Movement of Ghana, and also we have the Kenyan Communist Party, which I do represent. Now, first of all, the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences is a direct manifestation of a way in which you can bring academic freedom and actually revolutionize education for the national development of one's country. Because most of the learning institutions, particularly in the global south that still is under the capture of the dominance class of the Western imperialism, and even the education system